Hey, hey! How are you doing? Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a little bit of a first impressions on a product that I've never tried before. Or rather, on a kind of product that I've never tried before. I have here the Tarte Sculpt Tape Contour. I've never tried any of these types of liquid contour products. Usually I use a cream contour from Fenty Beauty, but I've always been intrigued because these products have been going pretty viral. So this is the packaging that it comes in. It's kind of like it's a cardboard packaging and it feels pretty secure in there. It does rattle around a little bit, but not very much. I did just receive this, so you're seeing it the first time that I am. This is what it looks like. It's a little cloudy out there today, so it might look a little darker than it otherwise would. Now, right off the bat, let me say, I hate how this looks. I know that they're going for the same kind of look, right? That the Charlotte Tilbury, what is it, contour wand? Is that what it's called? I know that they're going for the same look and it is the same kind of packaging, but I just think that it looks so cheap and ugly, like the way that everything is on it. I don't know why. The Charlotte Tilbury one, from what I've seen, looks pretty luxe. This one doesn't give me that same feeling. That being said, it doesn't really matter if the product is no good. Let's have a closer look at the applicator as well as the color itself, and then we'll try it on. So this component is a plastic tube and the lid itself is golden, though it's also plastic. This product does define itself as a contour and not a bronzer, though most of the shades actually looked quite bronzy in color rather than cool for a contour. So to make it as likely as possible that I was going to like this as some sort of contour on me, and especially so it wouldn't pull too orange, which is a problem that I tend to have with a lot of bronze or contouring products, I picked up the shade Cool Bronze. It's the second to lightest shade in the lineup. So the way that this works is it has a twist and lock mechanism. Again, I haven't tried the Charlotte Tilbury one, so I have nothing to compare it with. But I do like that if you press on the tube itself, nothing will come out unless you have unlocked it. So you have to kind of twist right in order for the product to be able to come out. I have been pressing softly because I'm not sure how much product is going to come out, but it does dispense it rather slowly, which is good. And then there's just a puff on the top, which is where the product ends up being placed. I have to say right off the bat that I'm much more impressed with their lineup of shades as opposed to Charlotte Tilbury's. I believe that they have a total of 7 shades and a lot of them go quite deep, which is quite impressive. Charlotte Tilbury only has 2 shades, like a light medium and a medium to dark, which in my opinion isn't going to really serve most skin tones. I have placed it on my hand and it does look like it leans a little bit rosy, which I like, but it's definitely seeming more like a bronze tour or even a bronzer than a contour in my opinion. So I'm gonna lean in over here and we're going to apply it and see how we like it on first application. Okay, so I've zoomed us in a little bit here. As you can see, I have a little bit of product here. I'm gonna put a little bit more because that was for the swatch. It does kind of like get sucked back down, like the excess. I'm not sure if you can tell. You can see that there's like a glob there. And then if I let go, the excess gets sucked back down. I think that that might be good so that you end up not over applying. Okay, I'm gonna do 2 different things with the Beauty Blender, and then I also want to try and see how this applies with a brush. So let's just go into it. I like to place my bronzer and even contour pretty high up because I have a pretty round face and everything will just kind of drag down even further if I'm not careful about my placement. So let's see how this kind of spreads out and how the color looks on me. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. What the hell? Okay, that blended out so easy. Let me make sure that I'm seeing this right, because I am, you know, doing this demonstration looking at the viewfinder. No, it is really blended out as nicely as you see it on camera. Wow. Okay, let's apply some more on the rest of my face. Again, I'm not going in with any more than I've already put on the applicator itself, right? I've locked it, nothing else is coming out. I have a lot of baby hair, so I'm sorry they get in the way. I have a lot more dryness up here, so this will be a good test about whether it grabs onto any of my skin. I am really impressed. I can definitely see a difference between the two sides. It's subtle, don't get me wrong, and it looks like I don't have anything on my skin. I hope that you can appreciate that on camera. But it's definitely more defined on this side than on this side. Let's do some more down here. Wow, I really like the tone as well. I was already worried that it was going to pull too orange or too pink on me, but I'm really impressed. You fucked it up, Tarte. We'll have to see how it works, but I'm very impressed so far. Very impressed. Okay, let's see how it applies with a brush. I think I'm going to go in with my Rare Beauty foundation brush. It's kind of an angled brush. I feel like it'll be good for going in and kind of chiseling. This might not be the best brush for it, but let's try it out. So I'm going to squeeze out a little bit more. We'll twist and squeeze. Ooh. A lot more came out. When you push up here, a lot more comes out than when you squeeze down here. Okay, that scared me a little. That scares me a little. Oh, it feels so wet. Ooh, that feels like a lot. Okay, we'll have to see. I'm so scared. It feels so wet. Okay, let's see. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm feeling like I don't like putting it on with a brush as much. I feel like a lot was dispensed. I really didn't press harder than before. I just pressed in a different place than before. Wow. Oh my God. Well, let's see how easily it blends out. Okay. I feel like it's catching a little bit on my hairs up here. Can you see? It's a little patchy up there. Okay, so I feel like you get much less of a diffused application with a brush, but I also feel like you have to be careful about where you press. I also feel like the brush might be a little bit more patchy. It does blend out though, but I feel like it's a little bit more patchy than applying it with a sponge. I feel like it went past a little bit too far because of the amount of product that there was, and I don't like what happened up in my hairline here. I still really like the color of it. I feel like it's very flattering. Maybe try to even things out a little bit. I do not like that. I'm gonna take a little foundation onto the back of my hand, and this is what I already had on my face today, and I'm gonna work it into my sponge and kind of press it in here to try and bring the bronzer a little bit further back. See if we can save it a little. Okay, that's already much better. I just want it to not be as dramatic. Okay, that looks very good. I feel like it's very blurring. I keep looking at the viewfinder because I want to make sure that I'm in focus and that you guys are seeing the right things. But okay, so for the most part, let me come in a little closer here. I do think that it has applied very nicely. I do think that we've been able to salvage it and push it back now that we've put the foundation on. But can you see around my hairline? I really don't like that. I don't like how that looks. I'm gonna try to blend it all a little bit better over here because I feel like it really grabbed poorly and it doesn't look good. I mean, it's not gonna be seen, but if you were to want to pull all of your hair back, I don't like how that looks. On this side, it didn't do that. So I would recommend a sponge for applying it much more than a brush. Maybe it was the brush I used. Again, I'll keep testing this and report back. I'm gonna apply a little bit more on this side to even it out. Or maybe it's just that I applied too much. I'm just using my foundation sponge now. I forgot to switch back. God, I feel like applying it with a sponge is the way to go. Look how diffused and beautiful that looks. I mean, I really think that this is the way to go. It blends out so easy. It just looks seamless on the skin. That is stunning. Wow. Okay, I think we're even now. Do I dare put some on my nose? We're gonna do this because I think that the puff is a little too big to go in with it by itself. I'm scared. But we gotta know. We gotta know. Okay, let's see. I mean, it's fine. I'm surprised, honestly, that it didn't make my nose flake because I'm very, very dry in that area. I went in very lightly, so you can barely see it, but not bad. Not bad. Really not bad. Okay, so as a first impression, I'm really impressed. I'm really firstly impressed. I'll obviously have to wear it for the rest of the day and see how it reacts, but it did not lift up any of my foundation. I feel like it did very, very well. The color is beautiful, I have to say. It does contour, but it also gives a little bit of warmth to the face. It just gives back a little bit of dimension. I feel like you can definitely tell that this side looks a lot better than this side, especially up here. As I mentioned, I really don't like what happened around my hairline. But other than that, I'm so impressed. I'm really, really impressed. I have to say that for being the first product that I try of this kind, I can't compare it to the Charlotte Tilbury. I don't know if it blends as easily. I don't know if it grabs anywhere on the skin, but I do like that they have a lot more shades in this than the Charlotte Tilbury does. I do love that they go a lot deeper. We appreciate that. So I'll definitely keep testing and report back to you. If not in an individual video, then definitely in a monthly roundup video so that you know what my final thoughts are once I've worn this a lot more. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to see more chill content like this and hang out some more, test out some new products and some oldies as well, then please subscribe. I'd love to have you around, and I hope you have a lovely day. See you soon. Bye bye.